Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be discussing our project with Triple Coffee. Jason, Natalia, Jessica, and I really enjoyed learning more about this company, especially since they're a little bit newer and also incorporate concepts relating to technology that we covered in our most recent classes. So a little bit of background about the company. Triple Coffee is headquartered in San Francisco's Marina District, and it's a high-end specialty coffee company with beyond fair trade impact. So it was started by a group of people who previously worked in a range of technological fields and backgrounds, who were also passionate about coffee and wanted to dedicate themselves and their company to forging direct connections with producers. One of the ways they accomplished this is by only sourcing coffee beans from countries they have visited. So the benefit of this approach is that they're highly specialized in their coffee. They have a compact initial selection of just 3 coffees, each from producers in Honduras, and one earned 2020's second highest score among all Central America's coffees submitted to the Coffee Review. And another earned a coveted 2021 Good Food Award. So because of the spirit of connection that runs deep within the company, they host virtual coffee tastings and conversational events, including some featuring farmers who grew the coffee beans being tasted. So we'll learn a little bit more about this in a minute from Natalia, who actually participated in one of these tastings. All right, so just a little bit of background on the founder, Tim MELANO. His family is originally from Mexico, and he studied neuroscience and robotics and holds a PhD in biomedical engineering. So his background inspired him to bring technology and coffee together. He took part in the scientific breakthrough of the first connection ever made between an insect brain and a robot. And his postdoctoral research was on monkey neuroscience. So for a time, he worked for IBM as a research scientist studying supercomputers and artificial intelligence. So it's clear that he's passionate about technology, but he's also passionate about coffee. And it was technology that inspired his idea for these virtual coffee tastings. So in forging direct connections with producers, MELANO said that he can offer higher prices to secure high quality greens, which are then shipped to California prior to roasting at Oakland's co-roasting facility. The pandemic further inspired MELANO to connect people more directly with coffee, as well as with the people behind coffee. So MELANO has actually successfully recruited companies such as Google, Apple, YouTube to participate in these virtual coffee tastings. And he's hoping that these tastings will evolve to include co-hosts such as Bologna's and Jesus Salazar of the Mexican special coffee company Cafe Ologo. So something that he said that really inspired me during an interview was, we need to find ways to bring people together, especially people from opposite ends of the economic spectrum, the global spectrum, and the supply chain. So we actually had a chance to meet with Tim over Zoom during Thanksgiving break and learn a little bit more about his background, what Triple Coffee is currently accomplishing, and also future directions of the company, which you'll hear towards the end of this presentation. All right, I will now pass it on to Jason.
Thank you, Danielle. And now I'm going to be discussing Triple Coffee's mission as well as their supply chain. Their primary goal is to make good coffee for the customers, sourced ethically through underdog farmers in the Honduras area. As a company, Triple Coffee is different from their competition in that they value and emphasize the importance of the farmers. As consistent with their vision, they seek to establish a human element within their work by connecting farmer as well as customer through the usage of virtual events. They seek to also pursue ethical pay of underdog farmers through the elimination of middlemen. In regards to Triple Coffee's supply chain, the company seeks to deliver their products directly from farmer to customer. The elimination of the middleman allows Triple Coffee to pay producers more, which allows them to establish strong relationships with these farmers. Through virtual events known as virtual coffee tastings, these bonds are strengthened even more. Triple Coffee holds informational Zoom meetings that allow customers to meet the farmer that produced their beans. They have a strong emphasis on the maker of the coffee, and in doing so, allows them to have effective connections with the farmers. Customer relationships are also emphasized since consumers can be confident that Triple Coffee is sourcing organically and ethically. Jessica will now talk about Triple Coffee's coffee products.
As we continue exploring Triple Coffee, we looked at their product offerings. They had coffee from farms in El Salvador and Honduras. and made sure to highlight how they went straight from the source instead of to importers. Another coffee product that they had that I feel like really differentiates them is the fact that they offer Zoom taste tests. So they send 3 micro lot coffees, and you get a chance to meet one of the Honduran farmers that has helped make your product. And I think that's very direct to the farmer as it gets. So we really enjoyed exploring their coffee products.
I had the opportunity to attend one of Triple Coffee's virtual tastings this past summer through my internship, which is also how I found out about the company and its mission. For their virtual tastings, Triple Coffee sends samples of their coffee to participants a week in advance so that they have it in time for the tasting. On the day of the event, participants log onto a Zoom meeting and Tim Milano, the founder of Triple Coffee, walks them through the brewing of the coffee using the single-serve filters that you see pictured here. Together, participants try each sample one by one and talk about the coffees that they are tasting and what they think of them. Tim later invites one of the farmers from Honduras onto the Zoom call to talk to the participants more about the coffee that they are currently drinking and where it comes from. The experience, along with being a fun way to connect with people through coffee, is also a way to educate consumers on the realities and issues of third wave coffee today. Triple Coffee has been able to create a successful business through virtual tastings in a contactless world. With COVID-19 causing people to be stuck at home, some people reached out to connect through virtual experiences such as the one that Triple Coffee offers. The company is not only selling a fun virtual experience to consumers, but they are also using this chance to create awareness of where coffee comes from. The people that attend these virtual tastings usually have little background on the issues that surround coffee, but being able to talk about it and meet some of the farmers that produce the specialty coffees that they consume help them to understand the importance of paying higher yet fairer prices for coffee. The following is a clip from our interview with Tim Milano, where he emphasizes on this aspect of Triple Coffee's mission.
Like my number one priority, Triple Coffee's number one priority is to like find excellent coffee and pay market prices for excellent coffee. But we're doing like this push into like the virtual experience space, and through that virtual experience space, we're literally like funneling money from companies to rural farmers. Like that's like a huge like revenue channel for like the farmers that we work with. I'm trying to solve the bigger issue, which is that like I need to do my best to convince American consumers to pay better prices for coffee.
So along with creating awareness, these virtual tastings have allowed Triple Coffee to funnel more money to the coffee producers that they work with. For example, earlier this year, Tim shared with us that he was able to work with attorneys to guarantee that a coffee farmer would always be able to make it onto the Zoom virtual tastings with clients. In order for this to be possible, the attorneys offer extra money for the coffee farmers to make sure that they can be present while also making sure that their responsibilities on the farm are taken care of. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Through this project, me and my group had a great time speaking with the founder of Triple Coffee and learning more about the work that they do. We look forward to seeing how this technology-driven company evolves over the coming years and to try some of the company's coffee products in the very near future. Thank you.